will be the most helpful piece of social media that you consume all day if you've got that niggling feeling that you cannot keep going in your business the way that you have been going. Somebody said to me the other day that she'd actually had awareness that she had created her business from other people's values in the way that other people had done it, that, you know, right then and there had started to feel really misaligned. When you get to a certain point in your business development, when you get to a certain point in your business's evolution, you start to know yourself well. You start to see where your void is inside and where your business has perhaps been built from a place of filling that void of self-worth, validating the wounds that you've got, instead of evolving your business in a way that feels amazing. In my book, I talk about riding a wave of creative chaos. When I began well into my healing journey, when I really started to know myself, when I really started to trust that I am the universe, that everything comes from me, and trust in my creative power, and actually lust after creative freedom in my business, I started to ride what I call the creative wave of chaos, which is literally the idea that all of the controlling and all of the forcing and all of the pushing and all of the panicking and all of the worrying and all of the doing things from a place of I should, I stopped. And I began to do everything from my heart's place. I started to notice the conditions that I was putting on things, you know, and what led me to do this video this morning was just realizing just a little bit of anxiety I was feeling around my up and coming mystery school. I'm running this mystery school in partnership with my book launch, Leading with Light. And we've been holding off publishing the mystery school dates until we know the actual day of the book launch, right? Because we're doing those two things together. And I realized how I'd fallen off my creative wave of chaos to need to know this date so that I could line everything up. And I realized, wow, actually, Claire, this is exactly what you've prayed for. You've prayed for the situation where you can launch by inspiration and do things your way. Because I'll give you the truth, I used to freaking hate launches. I hated the detail, I hated the stress, I hated the hustle. Even when I got everything lined up in workflows and automation, I hated the lack of creative expression. You know, the idea that we feel something in the moment and we want to share it, and instead I'd have a workflow lined up and it had to be said that way. You know, the beauty of launches, especially the mystery school, where people have these insane breakthroughs, and I would want to go and share, but it was outside the content plan. You know, like, that didn't work for me. That works for a lot of people. I'd say it works for a lot of people because of the issues that they have, like I had, that are more around needing to control instead of trust. Trust has been the biggest break free in my business, to trust that I am held, that I am guided, that I am supported, and every single breadcrumb that I need to go forward appears in front of me. I only have to set a simple seed of intention. A simple thought sets this beautiful creation in motion. And if I allow, and if I keep my heart open to receive, then everything creates itself in a way that is usually outside of what I could have ever imagined. So if you're sat there and you're thinking, there is another evolution to my business, I can feel my heart's dreams and desires, and what I've got doesn't stack up. But when I think about evolving the business, when I think about having more authority, more voice, you know, bigger, more radical expression, I go to, I don't know how. Maybe you go to, I need to see it, but I can't see it. And then you distrust that it's possible, or you feel outside of your power. Well, my friend, on the creative wave of chaos, the idea is that you don't know, that what you want is outside of your imagination, that it is so far greater than you could have ever imagined, that it will be so goddamn exciting that you will pinch yourself when you get there, that you have created this. The overwhelming gratitude I feel every fucking day for what is just unfolding from these simple seeds of intention, these simple thoughts that are nourished in the soil of trust, that are watered with the love and inspiration and passion that comes from my heart's place, that lean into the light of the ever-abundant, overflowing energy of the sun that is constantly pouring its magic down to us to allow us to grow. But what we do is we put in us, like we fuck up our soil, pollute our soil with all this negativity and all of this control and all of this worry and all of this doubt and all of these conditions. I say conditions. Think about launches. Think about how you might think about launches and where you learned that from. You learned it from this successful person who gave you those ideas, those conditions, so that you can be successful as well. Not trusting that your success is already written within, that your success is a hologram within your seed. It is your seed's potential written out, and all you have to do is lean into the light of trust, the light of love, the light of guided inspiration, higher power, greater mind, greater reality. One of the most joyful mantras I use right now and have been for a while is that I am the player, but I'm also the played, right? So this creative wave of chaos that I ride in my business, where I don't know how, and that's okay, where I allow inspiration to come from me and create before me the steps forward, that I'm not controlling, that I'm not forcing, that I'm just allowing, that this is the player and the played, right? I'm playing the game, but I'm also being played by the game, the higher reality, the higher power. Your path is written. Your path is written, but your mystery is open for discovery. Does that make sense? Because the mystery actually shows you the path. There are so many parts of yourself, this lifetime, past lifetime, that you cannot see. And these are both the good things, the soul contracts, but also the promises that you have made this life, past life, to not honor that soul contract because of the trauma and pain that you have experienced. One of the beautiful things when people start my process of awakened wealth, when they step onto the 9 steps of the awakened blueprint, is to notice these blocks that have been keeping them stuck, to notice the behaviors and patterns that have been unconscious before and change them. And in changing them, changing the feeling, magic happens. Embrace your mystery and lead with light. Jump on this creative chaos with me. Give this a try. If you want that next level of expression, voice, authority, truth, if there is an evolution of your business and you cannot see it yet and you don't know how, join me and embrace your mystery to find out. I'm going live in my Facebook group in just, what time is it now? Just over an hour to give all the details of my upcoming mystery school. I invite you to jump in, find out, comment below, and I will give you access to the group or the link if you're in there already. And I will be sharing exactly what we're going to be doing on this mystery school, exactly how it's going to help you. And this amazing bundle that I've put together around the mystery school as well, $1,111 worth of value for you, so that you can experience the way that I do what I do, which is different. It is not, like I said in my earlier post, the recycled strategies, business strategies that worked for me, because they worked for me. They won't necessarily work for you. You have to awaken your inner guru. You have to learn the hacks of the higher mind, access this super consciousness that is consistently open for you to receive these divine downloads, this inspired actions, paths. But you have to trust. Trust is the biggest piece. And like I say, I've been invited right now. I'm being invited to trust that right now, with this uncertainty around this book launch date, not being able to be 100% sure when this mystery school is going to take place. I mean, that's fucking wild. That's like the best mystery school ever. Even the freaking start date is a mystery school. But will you trust that, or will you need to know? Will you need to know what day 1 is, when day 3 will be, when you'll finish, and where is that needing to know coming from? Because it's sabotaging you. It's keeping you small. It is withholding you from the greater reality that you can experience. It is so far outside of your imagination, you will laugh. You know, you will, like I say, like I do, wake up in such overwhelming gratitude every day that you are living this experience that is just so much bigger than you could have ever imagined. Because you can only know from what you know, but you can imagine from the unknown. You can create from the unknown. And that's where we want to start playing into more and more in our business, is the unknown. You know, and what I've realized about vision is it is not the visualization that you create from what you know. It is the vision and the imagination that drops in from the pure unknown, the pure space, the quantum field, where there are infinite doors open for you to step through. Whichever door you step through comes from you. It comes from what you feel. Just as I'm experiencing now, I'm experiencing this creative wave of chaos because I asked to be in my utopia of this new way of doing business, where it is open, it is creative freedom, it is fun. This is freaking fun. But even I had a moment of doubt. I had that moment of doubt this morning. I reached out to the publisher. I said, hey, come on, we really need to get this date. And she said, why? She asked me this beautiful question. What's going on? And I was able to feel in and say, you know, wow, there is that little piece of distrust. But the minute that we bring awareness to something, the minute we make the unconscious conscious, we can change path, we can change direction, we can get aligned. You know, we can question the niggling, limiting beliefs. We can lean into our truth. We can remind ourselves of our truth. We will always basically pray in what we worry about, right? So whatever you pray in is for your path forward, for you to evolve in consciousness. And that's what we're doing in the Mystery School, is bringing the unconscious into consciousness and giving you tools, giving you ways to align yourself to your true heart's choice, to your soul goal, your soul path, into radical expression of who you truly are and what you truly believe, to your way, creative freedom. So one more call. Hey Karen, down into the comments, Claire, take me to this training at 11 o'clock. Show me the details, to listen to all of the Mystery School details, and I will connect you. Have a beautiful